Okay, good evening to one and all present over here. Yesterday on February 13th, I released a video on Verilog simulation of two input NAND gate, two versions. That is positive logic version and negative logic version of NAND gates, two input NAND gate using Model Sim ISC, Model Sim with student edition. Today we will be seeing how to simulate the same circuit using Xilinx ISC 14.7 webpack. With this basic introduction, let me go into the video over here. So if I kindly go to the Xilinx ISC design suite icon, which will be present in your desktop over here, double click it. No need to click it as run as administrator and all. It will be automatically opening over here. Okay. Now what you have to do means, before going into this Xilinx ISC, you need to again create a folder similar to your Model Sim over here. No need to create a thing over here, just for your easy understanding purpose I'm saying. No need to do anything. Everything will be taken care by this particular ISC project navigator. Just for easy correlating your module, you best just create a folder over here. In my present case, what I am doing is I am going to in F drive. Yesterday itself, I already told in simple. I created a folder called as simple process circuits for housing all my Verilog codes over here. Yesterday we would have created a file called as logic gates in Model Sim files. Today we are just creating logic gates folder within Xilinx ISC folder. The simple process circuits folder within F drive. It consists of two files folders over here. One is for Model Sim software, another one is for Xilinx software. I am creating a folder separately for housing my Xilinx software programs. Kindly double click it and create a folder over here, logic gates. Within it, I am creating two input NAND gate because this is a folder which is going to contain all the Verilog programs associated with the commercially available logic gates, which we have seen in my previous video. Okay, so now with this thing, what you have to do means go to file over here, select new project. The new project creation dialog box will be appearing over here. Kindly go to the location where you have created the folder. By clicking on this browse button, the button which is having these three dots is called as your browse button over here. The location and working directory, both of them are the same. And over here, the top level source type must be HDL. And select the location. The present case, the location is new volume F drive. Within new volume F drive, you have to go to simple process circuit. Within simple process circuit, you have to select Xilinx files. Within Xilinx files, you have to select logic gates. Within logic gates, the folder name that I am going to create for simulating my two input NAND gate is two input NAND gate. Okay. So how is it present? The two input NAND gate is present within a folder called as logic gates. This logic gate folder is present within a folder called as Xilinx files. This Xilinx file folder is present within another folder called as simple process circuits. The simple process circuit is finally present within F drive. Okay, so I'm creating a separate folder called as simple process circuit. Within it, Xilinx files for holding all my Xilinx programs. Within Xilinx files, I'm creating a folder separately for all the individual process circuits. Logic gates means I'm creating a folder called as logic gate. Today we are going to simulate with two input NAND gate. So within the logic gate folder, I am creating another one folder called as two input NAND gate. Okay. I have selected over here the path present will get automatically updated both in the location as well as working directory text box over here. This is an optional description. This will be providing, for example, if you are writing a program, generally it must provide information about what you are actually trying to accomplish with a particular program. So this is your Verilog HDL program for simulating two input NAND gate in its positive logic and negative logic versions. So this will be generally whenever anyone is seeing your program, they will be having an understanding of what you're actually trying to perform using this particular. This description is optional, no need to compulsorily give over here. So for my easy understanding, two input NAND gate, I cannot give any spaces between the names. For example, see over here. I am not allowed, I am pressing space bar over here, but I am not allowed to give any spaces in the name. I will not be allowed to give any spaces in the name. So I'm just for my understanding purpose, I'm giving two input NAND gate. T refers to 2, I refers to input NAND gate. So just for similar to correlate with my model sim, I'm just providing T NAND gate underscore 1. So this is your new project wizard dialog box. So the new project wizard dialog box will be having the location and working directory. Both of them are will be holding the path value of the folder in which you are going to create both the Verilog file as well as the test bench file. So this description text box is optional over here. This button with 3 dots is your browse button. This will be allowing you to select the path for this particular Verilog file. So in your model sim, you need to explicitly declare 4 folders, namely RTL, log, sim and sin over here. Here you need not perform any of the things. Everything will be taken care entirely by this particular application program itself. You need to just type the program and simulate it, that's all. It's very simpler when compared to model sim software. Okay. So here the create new project, the name, give it as 2 input NAND 2 NAND gate underscore 1 as a shorthand representation of 2 input NAND gate. The location and working directory you need not type. You have to select only the folder where you have created you have to select the path where you have created the folder for housing this particular program over here. This description is optional, no need to compulsorily give. This top level source state must be always HDL over here, need not touch it. Kindly click on next. So this is your project settings dialog box. This will be telling you in what FPGA board are you going to port the program. For what FPGA board you are going to port the program. The name of the FPGA board is Spartan 6. That is the Xilinx Spartan 6 is the FPGA field programmable gate array. It is a C of NAND gates. It is a C of NAND gates that will be allowing you to program it according to the specification provided by you. So this is the name of the device and this is the package. No need to go detail into this. Let me tell after this. This is called as your speed selection for the particular FPGA. Here the synthesis tool, what we are going to use is XST VHDL synthesis tool. If you are having any other synthesis tool, it can be used. But as far as your Xilinx ISC Webpack is concerned, this will be the only synthesis tool available for your simulation. Simulator will be iSIM. It is better to go with iSIM. Okay, and the preferred language, there will be 2 options over here. Now at present, we are going to do all the simulations using Verilog. So the preferred language will be equivalent to Verilog. Property specification in the project file is store all values. No need, remaining things and all, no need to touch. You need not touch anything as far as this is concerned. Suppose if the preferred language has been by default been selected with VHDL means kindly click on the drop down list and select Verilog. So this is showing what is the hardware to which you are going to port to the Verilog program. Kindly click on next. So this will be providing the project summary. Project summary means it will be telling you what is the name of the project, where is that project is being stored over here, for what FPGA you are going to write this project, what is the synthesis tool, what is the simulator tool, what is the language, everything will be mentioned as a summary over here. This will be providing you, suppose if you are finding any discrepancy in what you have selected, means you can automatically go back and perform the edit operation. For that purpose only, after each settings you have done, the Xilinx will be providing you a summary of what you have did so that you can make any corrections afterwards. So kindly click on finish. Now what would have happened means, just to see, now a folder would have been created within this particular, it is present in F drive. Now just to see, I'll show you simple process circuits, Xilinx files, logic gates, 2 input NAND gates. See, a folder has been created for housing my both Verilog program as well as its test bench program. The single folder will be holding all my necessary things. ISC configuration, this initially will be empty. Once you have gone with the program means it will be automatically coming. So this is the empty file which you have at the present created. It will be of the form tinandgate, whatever name you have given underscore xisc. So if you want to view the project in you can view the project both in the notepad as well as in the Xilinx ISC editor. So you have to right click it and you have to select a program, open with, choose another app. Here you have to select more apps over here. Look for another app in this PC since it has not been displayed over here. Go to desktop. So you cannot directly open it from here. You have to go to the Xilinx. Then if you give the file option, open project, then you have to select the .isc file over here. So initially a folder would have been created with the name tinandgate_1 with some basic configuration files being built into it. Now we have created a basic empty folder. Now we have to create a Verilog file. Kindly go to the option called as project. Select the option called as new source. Here there are various tabs over here. Kindly go to project, select new source. The select source type dialog box will be appearing before you. Kindly select Verilog module. The name I'm going to give is tinandgate _1a. tinandgate _1a. I have to select the option called as Verilog module and the file name is tinandgate _1a. This checkbox must be compulsorily enabled. You must not disable it. You must not touch any other thing other than selecting this Verilog module, and by entering the file name alone, you must not touch any other thing. Okay, this browse button and all, you must not go and change any of the location. It must be as it is. This location and all will get automatically updated by this particular software. So everything, this add to project checkbox will be automatically enabled. Don't touch it. Select Verilog module. The file name is tinandgate _1a. Kindly click on next. Here it will be asking what are the set of inputs and what are the set of outputs you are going to give. So for an AND gate, yesterday itself we have seen the two input AND gate means A and B are the two inputs and Y is the output over here. Here the direction is being given. You can select what will be the direction, whether it is an input or output or in-out. In-out means bidirectional. Input means and input and output means unidirectional. In-out means bidirectional. At the present case, for Y, select it as output. A and B are inputs. Y is the output over here. For each of the port name you are mentioning, you will be having this drop down list. From that, you can select what option you are going to allocate it for the particular port over here. Here A is an input port, so I am selecting it as input. B is an input port, so here it has been selected as input. Y is output port over here, so kindly by default all the ports will be declared as input ports. You only have to select it according to your application. So I'm going to select it as Y. From this drop down list, select it as output port over here. Remaining things you need not touch it over here. Now click on next. Again, it will be providing the summary. The source type is Verilog module. What are the port definitions? What is the name of the module? What is the source directory to which this particular module will be present? Everything will be displayed before you as a precautionary measure. If you want to perform any changes, suppose I want to declare more number of inputs and outputs, accordingly you can go back and select it over here. So at the present case, click on next. The summary will be displayed before you. Kindly click on finish. That's all. Everything is being provided by you. Kindly change this time scale 1 nanosecond bar 1 picosecond over here to 1 nanosecond bar 1 nanosecond and click on Control S. Here also the updation is similarly Control S. In model sim also, for performing any updation, click on Control S, and here also it is Control S over here. See over here. Here also, since if I am performing any change means here also one asterisk will be coming. See over here, one asterisk will be coming over here. So if I want to update it means I have to again click on Control S. Keep the time scale to be 1 nanosecond by 1 nanosecond. You must not change it. Click on Control S. Only if you click on Control S, it indicates the change what you have done to the program has been updated. So this and all indentation performed by indentation means the arrangement of the statements will be done automatically by the software itself. You need not do anything from your side. Kindly adjust it according to your viewability so that it will be easy for you. The main advantage of Xilinx ISE is it will be helping you to view the actual implementation of the hardware circuit in terms of logic gates, whereas the same is not possible with the model sim software. But it doesn't mean that the Xilinx ISE is entirely suitable for performing all Verilog, and model sim is not at all suitable. Model sim is suitable, that means you can perform operations of any data with over there, but over here, since it is a hardware oriented application program, there are certain constraints to be taken into consideration before performing a program. So assign y is equal to same expression, NAND not of A and B. That's all. Here also I am providing a comment over here. The similar comments to input NAND gate. So here also I am going to include a statement after this forward double slash that will also will be considered as a comment. That means that will be useful for both enabling or disabling a particular program. So positive logic version of NAND gate. Similarly, let me go for the negative logic version also, just to copy it. No need to again retype and all. So negative logic version of NAND gate is what? It is realized using negative input OR gate. So OR A or not A or not B. So this is the two versions over here. Whatever things you are performing. Suppose you are removing a semicolon or suppose you are adding an extra variable, automatically there will be asterisk coming over this Verilog file over here. That means you have not updated the changes. Kindly click on Control S in order to update the changes. Only if the asterisk has been removed from over here, it indicates your change has been updated in the program. Now what I have to do is, similarly as in the previous video, how I am enabling or disabling, I am disabling the negative logic version by including it as a comment. First I am going to test bench my positive logic version, then I am going to test bench with my negative logic version over here. So now once you have finished over here, there is an option called as process display dialog box over here. There are two options over here. One is called synthesis, another one is called as implement design. These two things are very, very important from your point. Next one. Go to the process tab over here, click on process properties. Here okay. Okay, no need to do anything. Go to this synthesize XST and double click it. Here, this is the console which will be displaying what are all the set of operations this particular software is performing. Here, if you see over here means it is mentioning the maximum combinational path delay to be 5.259 nanoseconds. That means the NAND gate has a propagation delay of 5.259 nanoseconds. That means after you are applying inputs 5.259 nanoseconds afterwards only your output will be coming into, will be realized by the NAND gate over here. So here it is coming, the synthesis operation has been completed successfully. Now what you can do is just to go with check syntax, just in order to further confirm that whether your program is syntactically correct. So it is also saying process check syntax has been completed successfully. Each of these things which have been mentioned over here is a process. Okay, now just click on this view RTL schematic in order to view how does this logic gate is being implemented. Double click this. Here the RTL viewer startup mode dialog box will be appearing with two radio buttons. By default, it will be start with a schematic of the top level block. Kindly enable this radio button and also enable this checkbox. So show this dialog on startup. This checkbox must be enabled. Also, this radio button, the second radio button, start with a schematic of the top level block, that must be enabled over here. Click on OK. That's all. This is your black box. So if you double click this black box over here, it will be showing you how is the NAND gate over here. So how is the NAND gate implemented? AND gate with a inverter at the output. That is called NAND. And invert. Yesterday I would have said yesterday I would have said why a NAND gate. I would have said NAND gate is also called as AND invert. That is because of this reason only. Why AND invert is called as NAND gate. So an AND gate with an inverter at the output is considered as a NAND gate. Okay. So similarly, if you are going to go with the technology schematic view, that is also possible. Close this by clicking on this X mark over here. You can also close this schematic view by clicking on this X mark. It will be closed. Next, go to this is what you at present viewed is RTL schematic. Okay, the thing what you have viewed is RTL schematic. It will be showing in terms as a actual logic gate implementation. Whereas if you go for the technology schematic, it will be showing here also the technology schematic dialog box will be appearing with the similar options. Select the second radio button, start with a schematic of the top level block, and also ensure this checkbox is compulsorily enabled. Show this dialog on startup. Click on OK. No difference. Only difference is this. Don't think this is not automatic. I'm just clicking on control and scrolling my mouse in order to reduce the zoom level. This lookup table will be acting like an AND gate. But how it is implemented in the lookup table, it is implemented as a negative logic OR gate. See over here. I'm going seeing the same thing in my over here. It is implemented as a negative logic OR gate. So now you can have a more practical understanding why and two input NAND gate is also positive logic NAND gate is also called as a negative logic OR gate over here. Okay. So now let's close this. Now we have ensured that our program is syntactically correct. Now there is another option called as implement design. So these three options are very much important if you want to port the program into the FPGA board. That we will see it in the next upcoming videos. Kindly click on implement design. These three operations must be compulsorily taking place. Translate, map, place and route. These three things are very, very important as far as your field programmable gate array is concerned. It is a specific device which will be acting like which will be acting like a hardware circuit that you have mentioned in the program. So that is called as a reconfigurable circuit. So now, if similarly over here, if I'm having any, if my program is entirely correct, it will be coming with a green tick bar. If I'm having any error means, for example, there is no semicolon over here means, here it will be coming with a question mark. In spite, if I'm going to do it, it will be coming with a X mark over here. See over here, X mark. And here you can view what is the actual error. So it is saying that there is a semicolon missing over here by saying syntax error near the end module. Kindly include it. Again, click on Control S. Whenever I'm making any changes, the asterisk will be automatically coming. Kindly click on Control S. As soon as you click on Control S, it will be again coming back to question mark. That means it has not yet been executed. If this orange color question mark is coming, it indicates you have made any changes and the program is yet to be executed. This console will be providing you the information what it is actually taking place. So once you have made any changes, all these 4 operations must be compulsorily performed: synthesize operation and implement design operation. 3 sub operations within implement design and 1 operation called as synthesize XST must be compulsorily performed for any of the changes you are making to a program. Okay, now all the things ensure that our things are perfectly correct. Now what you have to do? Go to project, select new source. Again, the new source dialog box will be appearing. Now, previously we would have selected to be Verilog module. Now we have to select it as Verilog text fixture. Text fixture. Okay. Now Verilog text fixture you have to select it. Test fixture means test bench. In Xilinx ISC software, test bench is called as test fixture. Okay, kindly understand these are the some of the terminologies what you must understand. Okay, Verilog test fixture. Okay, the file name I'm giving tinand gate underscore 1a underscore tb. Okay, 1a refers to my original RTL file, underscore tb indicates that this is a test bench waveform. Again, you must not touch the location and you must ensure you must not touch this checkbox. Add to project checkbox must be always enabled for all your Xilinx ISC programs. Okay, kindly click on next. It will be asking to which RTL file I have to associate this test bench file. The tinand gate 1A is the only source to which I am going to associate it. Kindly click on next. It will be automatically enabled. You need not select it. Click on next. Again, summary. Summary for any things, what any operations you are performing, the Xilinx ISC will be providing a summary of what you have did in order to provide you a precaution or provide you an option for changing anything you want. Kindly click on finish. Here also you see everything is being listed before you. Everything, the initial template that is required for performing all your things. The initial things that is required for performing all your things, everything will be coming over here. You need not do anything from your side. So what you do, just remove all these comments over here. This and all you might have typed in model sim, but everything will be provided by this software itself. That is the main advantage. The design time will get totally reduced. But what is the advantage means that will be compulsorily providing you the programming experience over there. Here it will be less over here. So hash 100, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. Okay, that's all. So one thing you might have must constantly understand over here. There in model sim, what would I have done means I would have selected the unit under test. That means my instantiated copy. Then I would have clicked on simulate option. But over here, I have to select my original test bench waveform file. I have to select this is my instantiated copy. I must not select the instantiated copy over here. Instead, I must select the test bench Verilog file over here. And here I'll be having an option. Finally, listen over here. As soon as it is created, there is an option over here. Implementation means for writing your original Verilog programs. That is the TinanGate 1A.v. For writing your test bench, you must automatically shift to another radio button called as simulation. You are in implementation, you cannot do simulation. So you have to automatically switch over to simulation over here. Here also it will be the various options will be there. This must be compulsorily in behavioral only. Kindly select the test bench file over here like this. Here the process tab will be having only two options for simulating using iSim simulator. Kindly click on the first option for checking any syntactical error is there or not by double clicking it. Here in the console, it is showing the check syntax has been completed successfully. There is no error in it. Kindly click on simulate behavioral model. So sometimes it may get hanged like this. So what you do, kindly click on stop and again restart it. Sometimes it will get hanged like this. So not a problem over here. That's all. So if I want to like this, it is for each of the small step nanoseconds it is showing. Kindly click on this. Zoom to full view. That's all. So now let's go with the positive logic version over here. See over here for 0, 0. For 0, 0, the output is equivalent to 1. For 0, 0, the output is equivalent to 1. Next one. For 0, 1, the output is equivalent to 1. For 0, 1, for 0, 1, the output is equivalent to 1. Next. For 1, 0, the output is equivalent to 1. For 1, 0, the output is equivalent to 1. And finally, for 1, 1, the output is equivalent to 0. So for 1, 1, the output is equivalent to 0. So kindly click on zoom out means it will be showing because I have limited my entire simulation only up to 1000 nanoseconds. So this is this is my simulation as far as your Xilinx ISC is concerned. Now we will simulate the same thing using the negative logic version and see. Nothing you have to do again, just to go back and enable the negative logic version. No need to even touch the simulation test bench Verilog file. Just to simulate it, you can automatically get it. That's all. Very, very simplest from programmer's point of view. Kindly close this window over here by clicking on this X mark. Kindly click on this window, close it. It will be asking, do you want to really exit this simulation window application? Click on yes. That's all. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, see once only if you're going to simulation window only, you can go to process. Once you're coming to simulation window, you can select up to what nanoseconds you want the program to get finished. For this, what you do, first you have to create the test bench file like this. Then go to the option called as process. The simulation radio button must be enabled over here. Go to process, click on the process properties. Here it will be asking what must be the simulation runtime. Because of this only you could have seen the 1000 nanoseconds is appearing over there. Up to 1000 nanoseconds will be my simulation runtime. Beyond it, it will not be coming. So here also according to the simulation I want, I can change this. See 500 nanoseconds I am doing. Click on OK. Now if I am going to see means it will be showing you. Here also change it to 1 nanosecond. Time scale always must be 1 nanosecond bar 1 nanosecond. Select the test bench file. Click on simulate behavioral model. First time alone you can check with the syntax. The next time and all can directly go with the simulation. See over here. Click on zoom to full view. Now click on zoom out. See, the program has been reduced only up to 500 nanoseconds. Here also why I am getting over here like this? Because I have mentioned over here after 100 nanoseconds only the input must be applied. After 100 nanoseconds only my input must be applied over here. See, till 100 nanoseconds it is don't care condition. At 100 nanoseconds only my first input is applied, that is 0 0. At 200th nanosecond my second input is applied 0 1. At 300th nanosecond see, now you can get a better view. At 100 nanosecond only my first input is applied 0 0, that is 1. At 200 nanosecond my second input is applied 0 1. At 300 nanosecond my third input is applied over here 1 0 1 0. And at 400th nanosecond my fourth input is applied. Why I am getting 500 nanoseconds over here? Because I have limited my simulation runtime in the process properties dialog box. So now you'll be asking, do you want to really exit the application? Click on yes. Okay. Now what you have to do? Now I want to just check with my negative logic version. Here see, no need to go anywhere and all. Whatever files you have opened, they will be present at the bottom. This is your design summary. This is your test bench. This is your original RTL file. Kindly click on this. That's all. Okay. Kindly click on this. Okay. Now I told you as early that disabling a statement by comment lines. Now I am disabled the positive logic version. Now I'm enabling the negative logic version. That's all. Kindly click on here. See, I made a change. So a star is coming over here. Kindly click on Control S to update and perform all the set of operations again. So successfully implement design. So you might have a curiosity how this negative input logic NAND gate is being implemented over here, negative logic version. That also we will see now. Both in the technology schematic as well as in the RTL schematic, we'll just to show you. Yeah, everything is correct. Now go to RTL schematic to view how this is being created over here. Click on OK. See, this is your negative logic OR gate. Negative logic OR gate. This is your RTL schematic view. It will be showing the actual logic gate that is being used for implementing a given function. Okay, this is your negative logic. See, bubbles have been there. The same diagram only I am showing it over here. See, see, negative logic OR gate. Okay, so now let us go with viewing the technology schematic. Same thing. In technology schematic, whether you are going to give positive logic version or negative logic version, it is going to implement only as a negative logic version only. See negative logic OR gate. You can go also see the corner map. This is a corner map for 2 input NAND gate, 2 input OR gate, negative logic OR gate. Okay. So the schematic, technology schematic, it is implemented as a lookup table. Within the lookup table, it is implemented as a 2 input negative logic OR gate. Okay. Kindly click on OK. So this is your technology schematic, RTS schematic we have seen. Now kindly come to the test bench over here. Switch over from implementation to simulation. Whenever you are going to do a program with this file, that is your original RTL file, you have to click on implementation. Whenever you want to test whether your circuit is correct, you have to come to the test bench file like this, and you have to switch over from the implementation radio button to simulation radio button, and you have to select the test bench file and perform the simulate behavioral model. So here also zoom out. See, let us see whether the same things are coming over here also. So 0, this is your negative logic. 0, 0 output is equivalent to 1. 0, 0 output is equivalent to 1. 0, 1 output is equivalent to 1. 0, 0, 1 output is equivalent to 1. 1, 1, 0 output is equivalent to 1. 1, 0 output is equivalent to 1. And final thing, 1, 1 output is equivalent to 0. 1, 1 output is equivalent to 0. So the Verilog version of both the logic gates have been syntactically verified, functionally verified. Kindly close this simulator. It will be asking, do you want to really exit the application? Click on yes. So with this, we are completing our next video on Xilinx ISC, how to visualize a 2 input NAND gate using Xilinx ISC. Thank you for today's session.